watching a video of yours in the morning.
Really?
I feel like I've manifested you.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Kiki. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Durban, South Africa, and I've been living in Thailand for a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, funny fact, I'm also 28 and I've been living here for 1 year and a half.
But you're not from South Africa?
Definitely not.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to visit because I feel like Ukraine always has snow.
That's not true at all.
Do you think of Africa always having sand?
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
And like lions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, Ukraine does not have snow.
Okay. But South Africa has lions.
We do have lions, but they don't roam around.
Yeah.
They're in cages. Or safaris. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so what made you move to Thailand?
Initially, I came to Thailand because I wanted to just travel and explore, and a friend of mine was living here, so I wanted to just her and I always had goals to travel together. So I came over here, I started teaching because it was easy to do, and I think for foreigners as well, it's quite a good avenue to go into.
Teaching like English?
Yeah, I teach little kids like kindergarten English. Also, income-wise, it's good too, because in Thailand there's so much to do and there's so much to buy. Yeah, that was it. And then I left, I went back home, and then I came back again because I found love in Thailand.
Ah.
So yeah.
Who's that?
My boyfriend's from America, so we met here and we went back home, and then we decided to come back together.
Sorry, my alarm.
No, time to rise.
Time to post TikTok. And you met in Thailand, right?
Yeah, we met in Thailand. It was quite interesting. We both have the same amount of days left, and we met in that time, and we spent every day together, and we went back home and came back. So it's been good. Thailand, love is in the air.
How was your dating experience here before you met your
Oh
boyfriend?
my goodness, it tainted me so bad. My dating experience was awful before I met him. And when I met him, I was so uptight and so not interested in him because I was so tainted by the other dates that I've been on. I don't know why. I think it's the free culture that's here in Thailand. Everyone's laid back and chilled, and they think it's everyone just wants to have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, people not serious.
Yeah, everyone's not serious, and I was I want to find my husband. So no one had that same vibe.
Can you tell me some examples of your days that didn't go well?
Bad dates?
Bad dates, yeah.
Oh, okay. For example, one date I went out with this guy and we met at this bar, and we were just gonna have a drink and catch up. The date seemed like it was going well, but he was talking about work a lot, which for me is no, you can let me know what you do, but don't let me know what you do. And then
Was he getting technical?
he was getting so technical about his paperwork and his day and his boss and how many emails he had to send out, and I was there can't you tell every time I do this to shut up? And then he was like, oh, we should go somewhere else, and I was like, okay, let me give him a chance. Maybe he just needs a new atmosphere. And as we were walking we were going to Octave actually. As we were walking to the bar, he was just talking about his friends, and he yelled amigos in my face. And in the middle of the street, and I was like, okay. He was trying to tell me about his friends, but for me, it scared me. It was very awkward. And I remember we went to the bar, and we were just chilling there, and we were talking about plans for the next day, and we just never saw each other again. And yeah, that was one of them. Another one was a guy that took me on this date, and it was just it was a bar with beds, and you had to lay down on the bed.
Wow, that's creative.
Yeah, ladies, if your date is gonna take you to a bed bar, don't go, please. It's awkward.
Maybe it's good for a third date or something like that,
Or if you're 50 and you don't want to sit in a chair,
Oh.
or you have bad back.
I feel like that could be fun for me, just laying down.
Okay,
I don't like sitting.
If you're in a relationship, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But if it's you're just trying to get to know a person and you're in this bed, and you know how awkward it can be to put your shoes in the bed and drink Prosecco at the same time?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you like about Thailand?
What I like about Thailand, I love that the atmosphere feels like it's alive. My boyfriend actually said this to me a long time ago and I didn't understand it. But Thailand literally feels alive every day. Like there's something to do or something happening every single time. You go to the shopping malls and there's always something happening. So I love that it feels like it's alive. So that's my favorite.
I can relate.
It's always,
Like there is something about the vibe, you know.
it's just positivity. It's positivity. Yeah, I like that.
So like what's the cultural difference between living in South Africa and Thailand?
The biggest difference?
Yeah.
Safety. South Africa is now the third world's most dangerous country. And for a female, it's scary because there's a lot of bad behavior in South Africa. And as a woman, it's the most challenging because you're never free, you know? But in Thailand, I can be free to walk out and go get myself a sandwich if I want to. I can walk out in the rain. I can take a train. I can take a cab, you know? That for me is the most important thing because I feel like as a woman, as a young woman, I can live. Whereas South Africa, I'm so limited to whatever I can do.
I mean, I can see that. I used to live in Europe before and like in Germany, and it's like a safe country relatively, but still like it's not.
It's not as safe as Thailand, and I feel like with Thailand in general, people are so humane. Like if you had to leave your phone somewhere, they would keep it for you. Whereas in another country, it's gone. Yeah. So that's.
Did you have any bad experience in Thailand?
When I first got to Thailand, I had some unpleasant experiences. I was in tinier provinces, like way out of like the big provinces in Bangkok. So I think people culturally weren't so used to foreigners, so they would tend to ignore me, or they wouldn't really speak to me as nicely, or they would just avoid me overall. So for me, I took offense to that because it was like I didn't understand it. That was some of my bad experiences. And I think also skin color wise, coming to Thailand and being brown, not all provinces welcome that. They frown upon it, you know. But once I got to Bangkok, went to bigger provinces. I really got over those insecurities because people are more open-minded and they're more like excited to meet different people and different cultures. So that's just been my bad experience.
So like would you say like somewhere outside of Bangkok there is some like sort of racism and
there is a little bit of racism. I think there's racism everywhere, but I think it's just lack of knowledge sometimes, or sometimes people just don't want to confront you because you're different compared to what they usually know. So I would say the further out you go, you may experience that sometimes. But apart from that, I've had pretty great experiences. I did get the bird flu in Chiang Mai, but that was on me.
What do you do actually?
At the moment, I'm a kindergarten teacher. I started teaching a few months ago. I still manage my own business in South Africa, and I'm slowly dipping my toes into content as well.
So how much do you earn as a teacher in Thailand?
I earn 35,000 baht. Yeah.
Is it full time?
It's full time. It's usually like for foreigners, that's usually kind of like the basic salary onward. It just depends. Like if you're like in an international school, it's much more. If you're in like a tinier school, it's usually starts around that. Which but apparently I've heard that's good salaries in Thailand.
Yeah. I know some people who earn like 15,000 baht, like as a waitress.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah. So teacher salaries for foreigners is really good.
Yeah.
What do you do?